We don't have a plan yet.
But, oh, we're here.
Yeah, we're here.
We did it.
So they just hit us with a miss, which means that they're not in this circle.
Not in this circle. That's what we're afraid of.
Thank you, Reddit. Curse of the Passenger Princess.
I think from the photo it's Tenerife, but we just got given a curse. So I think that increases the likelihood.
And I think with all of that, we could look like we're potentially fixing the sign.
I think that's the building.
Yeah, that looks like the building. Oh.
We're doing Passenger Princess, which I think we're going to ask Jazz to carry Lockie's stuff.
Yep.
That feels really mean. But yeah, we're going to send that to them. We are currently hiding in aircon and trying to recoup a little bit. I can't imagine how hot they are. They've just walked very, very far to get to...
I mean, we walked non-stop for 2 hours.
That's true.
So they barely walked in the grand scheme of things.
Cut to them also being very, very hot and tired.
As you can see, highest building.
Oh! Passenger Princess.
Passenger Princess. Okay, I think we're very close.
We must be in the right area.
So let's explain what Passenger Princess is.
Lockie's not allowed to help. Lockie has to give me his backpack.
Yeah.
Lockie can film as an exception to the rule, thank God.
Okay.
But you can't communicate or contribute. Seek it to be the Passenger Princess for the next 45 minutes.
45 minutes.
All right, so let's start a 45-minute timer.
So I can't play for 45 minutes, I can just record.
That's really interesting that they've done that.
All right, so we're setting the timer, 45 minutes. And we are technically cursed now with the maze.
Yes.
Yeah, so we can't ask any questions.
Not yet.
Okay, well, sorry, Jasmine.
Yep, give me your backpack.
Take my
I hope
bag.
it's not heavy.
A little bit. So just
I'd ask you to hold my map, but you're not allowed
yeah,
to.
so Jasmine's kind of packed
I'm
up.
built strong. I can do this. Your bag is quite light. This is actually a convenient table. Thanks, Dale. So I've seen that the building they've sent us has these lines on it. That building doesn't have the lines on it. I don't think that's it. They're either cursing us because we're really close, or they're cursing us because they're bored.
And I think we're going to go lie in the grass in our hiding zone. No, our hiding spot.
Yep.
So I think we still, see, now that is the hard part. Do we jump on the ferry and ask our questions still? Or do we keep searching around here if they're scared?
And Jasmine has to keep carrying my bag, and I'm going to keep getting dirty looks from everyone. So.
We're going on a ferry! Oh wait, we're going to do the maze. No!
So Jazz realised we need to solve the maze before we can ask any more questions.
But I solved it.
Alright, maze is solved, we can ask a question.
Hopefully they think that's acceptable.
So we've got back a maze.
I'm just double checking that they definitely did the maze right, because I can't remember, but I think they
did,
have.
yeah.
I've just checked that they do this loop.
Yeah.
I think they could. They can ask questions again.
Yeah, and they have.
And they have. What did they ask?
Transit line.
Is your transit line the same? Oh, sorry,
So they
guys.
went all that way to find out that we're not on a ferry.
We're not on a ferry. We're not near the river.
They aren't on a ferry. Joke's on them. Ferries are great. So I reckon we ride this ferry until we get closer to the city, and then we'll start looking at the buses in the inner city, I guess.
Next to the coffee shop.
And what is it? 2. Draw 2. Pick one. Whoa, where's the camera? Curse of the luxury car. Take a photo of the car. They must take a photo of a more expensive car before asking another question. We do have probably a lot of choices of cars in this car park. So that's kind of fun.
It's a matching, right?
It is a
So
matching.
it's draw 3.
Draw 3. Time bonus 3 minutes, meh. Time bonus 6 minutes, kind of good.
I don't think
There's no cost to this though. I think
But
this
a
is better
luxury
than
car?
6 minutes. Well, it's a car. We just have to take a photo of a car,
before asking other questions.
and then they
Yeah.
have to, and I think it'll take them at least 6 minutes to find a car. That's more
On a
expensive
ferry.
than ours. Exactly. They're
Provably,
totally,
it's like provably more expensive
Yeah.
somehow.
Okay, I would think probably this
Why not?
rather than the 6. Yeah?
Okay.
Cool.
Done. So they went to New Farm and they asked a radar question, which was a miss. 2-kilometre radar. We're
So
like
we have
6
let them
kilometres.
know, we've let them know, and we can draw some cards.
Oh, yes. I knew there was a reason why.
Maybe there was something else we could do here.
Draw 2, pick 1. 9 and a 3-minute time bonus.
All right,
So,
I think we're going to take the 9. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Not mad about that
Good
at all.
at this point.
Yep, awesome.
All right, cool. Let's see what it says. Miss. Bastards. Okay, so that's what I expected though. Makes it hard. It makes it easier and it makes it harder.
And how long until I can play again?
18 minutes until you can play again. Sorry.
Just the cameraman.
Just the cameraman. I honestly don't know what to ask next. That's my biggest problem. Time's up.
Okay, I can play again.
Woo!
So at New Farm Park.
Yep, we didn't spend the whole time just waiting out the timer, I swear. So I was doing a whole bunch of research on different stops, and we were waiting out the timer. So Lachlan's allowed to play again.
All right. Holly is starting her disguise.
Step 1 of the disguise is tame the mane.
Yep.
So
we're going to do me after.
Yeah, there is a hairdressers or barbers here or whatever. We did joke that maybe we could go get some of the hair off the ground to like turn it into some sort of impromptu beard or wig
I
or.
could lose some of my own hair. I could like.
You could
look
go
more
bald.
natural, but it would be.
You do what
be-
Lockie did last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are here to give you a very important
they
update.
have been cursed with the luxury car.
Yes,
So
we played the curse.
Found actually.
The car's still there,
right
I think.
over there. BMW something that was expensive.
M50
133,000
or something?
or something.
133,000 Australian. We figure we cropped the photo so there wasn't too much car park in the background, and we figure that's expensive enough that they, it should take them a minute to go find a car.
It is a branded car for Motor Lend, which I looked up is a business that is north of here, so they might shoot past us on the train. Is the maybe hope of that, but we'll see. They can't ask any questions until they've cleared that.
Yeah.
So
So
they're
we've
again
brought ourselves.
in a state of cannot do anything until they find that car, which is going to be pretty hard.
I think they are probably having a pretty rough time because when we said we weren't at New Farm, they sent an angry face emoji as a response. So that gives you a bit of a sense of probably how they're feeling.
And probably, all right.
All right, catch you soon.
No,
okay, sorry.
No, rephrase.
We won't be caught soon.
Yeah. Cut.
So we need to take a picture of more expensive car.
Yep. So curse the luxury car.
Yeah, and they sent a BMW i4 M50 at about 130,000 Australian dollars.
Yep. It also is branded with Motorland, which is a business based out on the Ferny Grove line. So don't know if that's supposed to be a misdirection or if they're trying to give us a hint, if they're feeling sorry for us. We don't need them to feel sorry for us. We're ready to get up and go. We're still going to find them today.
All right, so we're just going to make a move and do some car spotting as well.
Yep.
They cleared the curse, sort of.
Yeah, it was
in the range.
The low ball price was less than our low ball price, but we didn't have a price range given on ours.
Yeah, and their range
so
technically
it's
covered.
not.
So I think that's okay.
Yeah, so I think we're okay. So we let them use that Porsche.
Now they're moving.
Now they're moving, and towards basically where the day started again. We are now approaching 4 hours of hike time.
Yeah, 3 hours 45 so far.
Yeah.
Sort of starting to head.
Yeah, they're coming back
least-
back into the city towards the central station, towards the Roma Street station.
Where
one
we
of
started.
those. And then that gets them to the point where they could get on a bus towards us,
Yeah.
which could have been their first move too.
So chances are their next move probably will be starting to head towards us, which means we probably should
Yep.
start making our way over to our
Yep.
hiding spot set
Yep.
up.
All right, let's go wandering off to a hiding zone or hiding spot.
We just got off the bus from New Farm Park. We solved our curse as well. We're going to go to Central Station and go to Ferny Grove.
I think
Grove
so.
line.
Well, we've got to figure out a way. I don't think they're on Ferny Grove line unless they've been really sneaky with that train platform photo and not taken a photo of the train platform. So they've got to be on one of those like busways. The one
Busway, okay.
Oh, the bus rather. Okay, this is the map we've got left. So we've got our 5K radar over there, our 2K radar there. So they're not on a ferry. We got to figure out what buses are left around here. And unfortunately, there's a lot of buses around here. Look at them all. So there's all these bus stops out this way. So do we want to jump on one of these buses and ask the bus question?
I think so.
Okay.
Some big trees too, hey?
Yeah.
Like, these are lovely trees on this side.
Yeah, they are. Like a big,
Gorgeous.
it's almost a moss growth on it.
Yeah.
All
Some
the way
sort
up.
of dangling vine
Yeah.
situation. I wish I knew more about trees. Could give you
Well,
some interesting
we
facts.
might have time.
True, I could look up
We
some
might have
interesting
time
facts.
to learn.
I did see too, the temperature has got into 32, so it's actually exceeded
Oh,
what the prediction today was. I know earlier it was 32. Oh, little lizard. Did you see him? Probably not.
yeah, probably not.
But yeah, she's warm.
The lizard.
Yeah, I'm sure the lizard's also warm. But me and the lizard have a lot in common. We're both warm.
She warm.
This
Yeah.
is nice though, hey?
3 metre rule if you're thinking of
I know.
hiding down there, but
And also I don't
And snakes
particularly
and-
like the idea of walking down this.
yeah.
It doesn't look like a solid bank. I'd
No.
do it, but it doesn't look very
No.
solid. It's not for you. Hi. No, it's too much sugar. No.
So you said this magpie was your friend. What's its name?
Henry.
Henry. Henry the magpie.
Hey, Henry. Let's see if you can eat bacon. What can magpies eat? Insects, spiders, worms.
I'm all out of insect
I
spiders and
honestly
worms.
think this is the prime place.
Is this Henry's mate or is this
No, this is Henry's mean older brother,
mean older brother named?
Gerald. Look at him. Look at that. Mean as.
Now, whilst this bird clip's rolling, it might be worthwhile just saying that they haven't moved in a long time.
Oh my God.
And
sorry.
Holly's so annoyed at that. She just threw her
Throw my sunglasses
across.
away.
And both Henry
Outraged.
and Gerald were a little bit startled by that.
All right, we're trying really hard to figure this out. I think we just need to take a breath, take a minute, do some more research. But basically we've got this slice left. So there's the bus up to Aspley, probably the bus up to Aspley, but also there's some bus stops around here as well that are still left in play. So I sort of want to do like a postcode question to try and knock out as much of Brisbane as possible, or something that'll give us a slice of this. Or like a 3 kilometre radar maybe 4K kilometre. Thoughts?
Yeah, let's do the 4.
Let's do the 4? Yep. It's a good division in half, which is what you do when you don't know what else to do.
We have a question.
We have a question.
Custom 4 kilometre radar from where their car is parked in the centre of the city.
So,
Or thereabouts.
drop a pin vaguely in the area, says 4.1. So
Now, do
we've
we-
got to be a bit
do we-
precise about this one, I think.
But we can... What do we want them to think the answer is? What's better for us?
I think we want to say further away.
I was going to say hit. Because you've still got all this CBD stuff that's...
And you reckon they haven't ruled that out yet? Like, I don't think we can actually even move far
Yeah,
enough right
is the
now.
path down there? No,
No, it's over the river.
it's not 4 over there. Okay.
Custom 4K radar. Myst.
And that means we can draw cards again for the first time in how long? 1.5 hours.
Draw 2, pick 1. Okay.
Two.
What do we got?
Do we want to move?
I don't want to move. Oh no. How long do we want this game to go on for?
Or a 3-minute time bonus?
Wow.
So
We have to take a move.
We have to take
We have to
move.
keep move.
We can't not do move. I want to keep the move.
Of course, we have to keep the move.
Now,
I just worry that we won't have friends left if we play that.
That is fair.
That's my concern. We still have a veto up our sleeve too, which whatever they ask next. Again, we just
forgot.
we forgot.
Okay,
Just
we
answered
need,
a question.
We need to pull the veto. We need to pull
I
those
am
cards
gonna
out. We need
stick-
to have them out.
I'm sticking the
Okay.
veto to my forehead. I'm going to ratchet strap it to my forehead.
Right? We've got to remember that.
And we're not going to forget that the next question, we're probably going to veto.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see.
But we need to remember that we can consider that. Okay. That works. Holly's got the veto card on
you
her
see
head. Yep. So we'll remember that. We're talking about the move card. Where would? Oh, hang on.
Where would we actually want to go? We've
We
also...
might have- if you guys want to forfeit now, that's okay. What a response to that would be to move.
We got our answer. It's a miss. It's on like Donkey Kong. They're up on the Aspley line. Let's frickin' go. Perfect timing. 1 minute till
minute.
our bus.
It's just not a very... Like, I'm really
Cool.
comfortable here.
Update. They are on the move on a bus our way. So if we want to do this, we need to run back to the station now
Oh my
and be there and
gosh.
catch the next bus and play move at the same time. Are we going to
Okay,
do this?
well, I need to... Are we doing this?
We're traveling on the 385. That's not the one, I don't think. We need to check. Can you check? Where does the 385
Okay,
go?
okay.
I think ours is the 345.
To get to... Oh, did she change it to 345?
Oh.
No, she did. Yeah. She changed to 345.
Oh, they're on our... So they're coming to our station.
Do we use this?
Or do we move? Okay, yeah, let's may as well.
Let's veto. Because we're going to have to throw this away. If we move...
Immediately, yeah.
If we move,
We're going to have to throw it away.
we're going to have to throw it away. So, we're going to veto that no matter what.
The move thing, if they're on the 345, we won't get back to that stop in time.
But I'm almost willing to take that gamble. If they go past, then we move. If they... Because then we have time to get back there.
Yes. Okay.
Are we happy with that as a plan, though? We
So
vetoed this question.
We
We veto it anyway.
we wait and we veto. Wait for as long as we can, right? Because we want them to be on this bus. We want to lead them past, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ideally, they will have gone too far.
Yep. And they're
Okay, I'm
already...
preparing the veto. This is close. That's fine.
What's that? Did you study up birds?
I didn't. I was going to study up trees, remember?
Oh, yeah.
I know
different.
enough about birds.
Very
They're called Henry and
Okay,
Gerald.
it's 38, so almost. Hopefully the veto causes them enough panic that they don't know what they're doing.
Yes.
Or they're
and
planned either that or they've
or
already
does it
planned.
panic them and make them get off?
We need to be within 3 meters of path. So
Okay,
we need
all right.
let's hide behind this bigger tree, right? That's our spot. It might take
39,
us a little
I'm sending
second to do it. Yep, send it.
Sent. Oh, I need to make sure that this
Make sure it sends.
actually sends.
Yep, it's got it.
Okay. Woo-hoo-hoo.
So it's that bus stop there.
Hang on, so we just got off and I think we've
Look, we
matched
spotted
it.
it.
I think I geo-guessed it.
Oh wait, they vetoed it. They vetoed the question. So we were on the right line.
So I think we're close. I think those orange stripes on the 7-Eleven is what I thought was like a jetty.
A jetty.
And the green tree, but it's actually quite close.
All right, now do we want to walk around or do we want to ask for like tallest building in Eyeline?
I think just have a walk around.
Yeah.
Just confirm that this is what we think it is.
All right, so there is a spot across a river they could be on. There's like a few tricky spots. Do we reckon they're hiding at Holloway Field?
Or did we just make mistake again. Oh, they're under the bridge.
Oh, let's go look under the bridge. I like that idea.
I've got to put your thing on.
Yeah, we are just currently disguising ourselves as much as possible. I am now wearing different shorts, my high-vis vest, my sun safety hat. We've got gloves to put on. I've got my boot gaiters. We're gonna suit up and then we'll show you what it looks like. Hopefully we look very different.
It's so interesting that they haven't cursed us again. Have they been keeping time bonuses or something? Oh well, Curse of the Bird Guide, there's some ibises. The question is, which bridge are they going to be hiding under?
Ooh, there's a mirror.
Watch out for the spider webs. Okay, not under this bridge.
Do we ask what the tallest? Is it
The photo for the
in
tallest building?
Limestone?
I think that might be a good idea.
Because I know the tallest building was the shops, but that's up there.
Ooh, we've got a question.
Tallest building in your sightline, please.
Right now.
Now.
Well,
Smart.
that is going to be this one, I think. I think it's that
yeah, we
house
can't
right
see
there,
the ones.
which is okay. It says we're not at the shopping centre. You look like a supervisor in that shirt. This
Do I?
works really well. It looks like
Okay.
I'm the apprentice and Dale's supervising
yes.
my work for the day. Here we go. We're not done yet. We put our gloves on.
I would keep voices down just in case they do walk down that main road and come off.
Surely not.
Well, with the
be
tracker
wild,
delays,
but yes,
it's
you're so
like
right.
we could have times where it's like 5-minute gaps.
Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna strap these two trees together because, you know, science.
We got 10 minutes for that photo, right?
Just do a nice, oh my goodness, I've completely forgotten that we're meant to be doing that. All right, we should at least take that photo right now. Oh,
Not long enough.
my strap won't go the whole way.
We've already cut off half the zone with our radar from the city.
Ah, okay.
Beautiful.
And I think they're probably in a park. So I would say in the green.
Yeah. So that cuts off this bridge down here that I was worried about. This bridge is included. All along this creek is included. So depending on what photo they send us. Do we want to just keep walking along this path?
Yeah.
Do we want to go all the way to the end first?
Yep, let's
Cool.
go this way.
Oh man, how good is hide and seek? My phone's almost up to 90% battery. Everything's coming up Millhouse. This is great. We're going to get hide in today.
Let's see.
They should be cursing us right now if we're close. So I think they've used up all their curses on us. I really want to ask random passers-by if they've seen a guy and a girl coming. We've gone from it's so over to it's so back.
Do we need to check the radar? Are we out of the...
No, so we're out of
zone?
it, but it goes back into it over here. How long have they got till they have to respond to us? 5 more minutes,
Yeah, they'll be waiting till 9 minutes, 59.
for sure. I wonder how many time bonuses they have. This is so exciting. Dale in his parks.
I want to stop recording, but then as soon as I stop recording, something will probably happen.
Yeah, we'll see them.
So even this is still in the zone?
Yeah. 500 meters goes a long way as the crow flies.
Let's show the camera the two options. So we have cap number 1, red.
Safety.
Yes, red safety, authorized red safety color.
Versus.
Low-key great. It's certainly
need to-
hiding. Is it too suspiciously hiding?
We need
Anyway.
to consider this house.
We need to take a photo of the tallest building in our sightline, which is this house here. I'm meant to be talking quieter and I've already forgotten about that.
Ooh. They're walking down the path that way. They're coming down that
They're
path.
coming down this path? Okay,
Yep.
we need to... Oh my God, how does this always end up being such a last minute scramble? You would think we would know. Now, I think this disguise lives and dies in how convincing we are at measuring things and surveying things.
Yep. Okay, measure. Take the measure. We're replacing these beams, right?
Yeah.
Would you believe that this beam is 301?
How long?
301.
301?
Yeah, not 3.
Oh my goodness. Hang on.
They did a really poor job of measuring that, didn't they?
You know what they say? Measure once, cut twice.
Yeah, because that's... I'm gonna just... They're minutes away from walking out of that river track, just so you know.
Put this here.
Oh, I'm so happy they're not at Ash Grove.
Aspley.
No, Ash Grove.
We're in Ash Grove.
We were going to Aspley, but we could have also gone to Ash Grove, which is different to Ash Moor.
I thought this is Ash Grove.
We were heading towards Aspley.
Yeah.
Oh, there's some bikes that gone past, but they will be next, I'm sure.
And
Do you want to pretend to be writing down stuff whilst looking at your phone?
yes, I've got a notepad. That was my... Quiet, be quiet.
Because
I have a notepad.
I'll be right there. Yeah, so that's definitely a good 301. Would you believe it's still 301?
But
Ooh,
we're in...
This opens up.
Oh no, it is Ash Grove Avenue. Yeah. This park, this area is in play.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Sort of half, like, I think to the sporting
Yeah, it's
hole.
pretty open. And that's all houses, so I don't think they're hiding there.
Is it still?
They are right there. So
They are?
yeah, we need to stick with this.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I guess I should also do a height check.
Yeah. I'll put this here. I'm just going to strap this on, and then we will...
Yeah.
And then we'll get back down
I feel
to
like
business.
we should be found.
Are you
right?
sure?
So that's 51. If
Are
we
you sure
just
that's
measure
51?
over here.
No,
Yeah.
I think you need to cut along here.
Do an upper length
This
check.
actually reminds me of us
Yeah.
pretending
Do
to
you wanna
work
just
at
put that on
work.
the end? Yeah.
Yeah. I think this line here,
Yeah.
that is where this has to come
Okay.
in.
Yep. So do you want to measure from
And then
that
we're going to
point?
go up from here to that side of the street.
Yep.
I can't see a public toilet, which is where they would want to probably hide near.
Oh, they could use the bush.
It's like Hollywood, but I don't think Dale would.
So do you want to measure from that bolt point then?
Yeah.
I think
Have
they
you
have
seen it?
actually walked past.
They've walked past. It's worked.
I think it has worked. but
Okay. This
I
is
don't know,
good.
either that or they're trying to surprise us.
I'm shaking.
Because
Yeah.
I just saw a jogger, but I'm sure I
That's okay.
saw them before.
Okay. This is great. I think, I don't know, I think the camera's probably only seeing my feet at present, which...
Well, it was possibly going to get a shot of them, and I don't want to make it obvious that we're filming.
Come on, where's our photo? 2 more minutes.
So they were probably hanging out in the shopping centre. Everything came here.
Basically right before this path curves is where it stops. Based on the lack of facilities, I don't think they're here. All right, this is the border. We could head back up to the main road and walk our way back, or go all the way up to the other side of the creek. So this is Anogra Creek.
Well, I actually think put it on the other side of this, if you... Oh, we haven't sent the photo of the building.
Oh, crap.
Quick. We've got 1 minute. This is so risky.
Need to get this glove off so I can unlock my phone. Send.
Send, and we get to draw one.
We do. They were ready for that. It kind of looks like they're not on the path and they're maybe cutting through where that other bench was.
All right.
You know, where you said we should probably do. I'm going to say we don't... Do we want to draw? I don't know how obvious a draw would be here.
Hang on, they've
Update time.
They just sent us a picture.
And it's a pretty house.
It's a house.
So they could just be on a random street somewhere. They could be along the creek still.
How about we head out
It looks like that.
over there?
It looks like that building. Like, look at that fence.
Okay. Are they over here?
Like, how does that look so similar? Or is that, like, garage cover in a lot of places? I'm going to just move this camera back so you guys can fully appreciate.
Well,
like, what about... Okay, hang on. What about this?
they're looking at us.
Who?
They're looking at us.
These people?
No, the people that are seeking us.
Is it them right there, right in front of us? With the camera? Is that them? That can't be them, can it?
Looking at us.
Are looking. So we're going to put this.
And they're
we're
filming
definitely
us,
going to put
and
this here.
but you just moved the camera.
Yeah, I know, that's really unfortunate.
Yeah. I wish you
I
didn't
thought
do
they
that.
were gone.
Yeah. Well, we
really
better
sad.
draw that card just in case.
Yeah, just in case.
Draw one.
Yeah, I think so. I think
This
we'll
could
go
be a good
here.
time bonus.
Come on, guys, just turn around.
Curse of the impenetrable fog. Roll a dice. I don't have my dice with me, so that's not good.
You haven't got what?
I haven't got... Yeah. Goodbye.
Good luck. Not too much luck.
And they're off.
They're worried about time.